Namaste, soul family. So it's your girl Sky Goddess, your queen Sky Goddess, boat, chat boat, aka Queen Sia, aka Nastasia. So I've been repping balance and frequencies, energies, waves, currents, and flow. Specifically frequencies and energies, since my previous Instagram, Sky Goddess Infinity, it's an open account. It's still there, wide open, as public evidence in regards to my spiritual journey. Now I've spoken a lot about my upbringing and my interests and focuses, and primarily my focus, which were mostly scientific based. I'm the hermit. I stay to myself and I watch and I observe. I didn't need to attend universities. Say what? No. How do you think the first scientists they came about? Come on, people, really think. Before there were universities and schools and teachers. We were our first teachers, our own teachers, our only teachers. Come on. Period. Dot. D-O-T. And so we have a lot of people playing into the system, the matrix, going to these prestigious universities, studying what they call science. You live science. That's the study of science. How is this? Scientists don't need to go to universities. That's what I'm trying to say. And the greatest amongst us, because hell yeah, I'm a scientist. And the more, I get older, and the more I learn, the more I realize I am indeed a scientist. Because the more I learn, the more I learn. There is always more to motherfucking learn. Look at that. And the scripture, I'm a touch base on the scriptures. The word of the true and living God. Now, he says, seek and we shall find, knock and it shall be open unto us. And it is, like I've been saying, in many of my videos, it's the fear of this God that, blesses us with wisdom. Let's not forget that. How is this? Not taking all the praise for myself. That's wrong. That's wrong. Now, being atheist is where a lot of you, quote unquote scientists go wrong. Because whilst there may have been a big bang, there is, a cause behind that effect, that big bang. And it's the God Almighty Himself. Let's give an applause. Now, I didn't say I'm, one of them crazy Looney Tunes, wannabe Christian freaks, satanic, worshippers up in the synagogues of Satan. That's not what I'm saying. Pre my account, my YouTube channel, The Great Witch, held this. That on that channel, there I have, these discussions that I'm, like the one that I'm currently having with y'all that you're about to listen to, that you know you're not yet listening to, because I'm pre-recording this shit up in this bitch. You feel me? I'm just pretty excited, and you can hear the excitement in my voice, and that's that's resulting in this very seemingly egotistical tone of voice. But I'm not egotistical. I'm just excited. That's what it pretty much is. And I surmise, I surmise that's how, scientists, behave when they, realize that they actually, have hit the nail on the head. Okay, I'm not gonna use, much, sentence and answers in this. I'm gonna try to keep it as professional as, possible, because this is like a speech. You feel me? The title of this video is Major Scientific Discovery. And this, is, in regards to the field of psychology, how the human mind works. Okay? And what has aided me is, other than, the blessings of the Most High God, okay, in, numerous ways. I could go on, and I'm not gonna, like, that needs a video for itself, okay? Now, this is about the discovery. All praises to the Most High God. So he gets, the first, thanks and praise. Yeah. He gets the only praise, but he gets the first thanks. Yeah. He gets the first acknowledgement. How about that? And, and then, I'm going to go on to, thank, the field of astrology. Yeah. Because I've said many a times that, I, I've always, took a, I always had this affinity to, science. And, I realized, a few years ago that astrology, a few years ago, just a few years ago, that astrology, too, is a form of science. Okay, because the science, what is science? The study of something. Okay, so astrology is the study of the transit of the celestial bodies, I'm not going to just say planetary bodies, because, these bodies also includes, asteroids and, the moon and the moons and so on and so forth. Okay. So, the study of their transits and, the influences thereof of these transits, upon, the human or man, okay, to be, specific. So, it is a science. It is a form of study. Okay, so, I've, had interest in varying fields of, science, they say business too is a science, but that's like the only form of, or branch of science I never really showed interest in, though I am gifted also in the field of business. As y'all can, pre on my Instagram, I am also a business consultant. It's not something I fancy so much, but I, nonetheless, I'm very good at it. Budgeting, consult, consulting, consultancy. If you, want to, decide the perfect area to, to open your business, what type of business is suitable for a particular geographical location. I'm very gifted where that is concerned, because, Aquarius, the humanitarian, we know what the people need, we know what the people want. Okay, we know, though, necessity more than wants. Okay. And so, we are, your go-to, individuals, for, such guidance. Yeah. Aquarius is I know, therefore I am. Of course, that Aquarius has to be beautifully aspected. You feel me? Okay, and that, goes back to me thanking the Most High God for such a beautifully balanced natal chart, which goes on to the scientific discovery of the millennium, of the entire, ages of human existence. I don't believe there will be any other discovery as great or massive as this one. And it is this. It is simply balance. balance in relations to mental derangement. Now, I'm not going to say mental illness. You know why? Because I also discovered, that major discovery that we all suffer from a form of mental illness. And I'm going to look up that biatch, and I'm going to find all the varying, mental illnesses that there are. And there are many of them, people. And under the field of psychology, these, the list keeps, expanding. That's another thing. Now, what did I say astrology, is the study of, the transiting of the celestial bodies, whether they're going direct or retrograde, and, the influences that they give off, upon, the human psyche and the human body and the human spirit. And these, result in what? Mental illnesses, depending on one's natal aspects. Add in Chinese astrology to that, one's, birth year. Okay? That's still a form of astrology. Okay? That's, more, got to do with numerology. Frequency years in terms of numerology. Okay, so that too is another discovery. So there are many discoveries here. Okay, after years, being upon this earth, 31 years going on 32, I'm, finally connecting the dots. I've been psychoanalyzing everyone around me, even the puss and the dog, from I was born, ever since I was, ever since I came to, consciousness of, myself, as to, yes, I am a being, I am I am a host. And so we all, due to these aspects that we bear, yeah, we all emit a particular frequency vibration that, results in, a particular flaw that's, a result of the spirit, traveling in, these meat bags, the human body, that, are, or vehicles, cancer frequency. Okay? And, that's why I've, made another major discovery where moon in Capricorn is concerned. Okay, so I said, okay, the body, yeah, and, it's not a major discovery, where, the body being cancer frequency is concerned. Astrologers, intuitives are aware of this. But, what some of them, or many of them, or maybe none of them were aware of, is that when the moon is in Capricorn, that moon placement is in Capricorn, the body is afflicted. It is prone to sickness, ailments, specifically cancer. And so, of course, astrology, this is a major breakthrough, people. I want y'all to share this video. Don't hate, don't bad mind. Yeah, because listen, many people come across me and try to rob me, but instead of them robbing me, Spirit take from them and give to me. So unless you want to be among the casualties, then you will go up against me. And when I say go up against me, you will go up against the true and living God, because I made sure to give him his props, yeah? And I will always give him praise and give him his props and his due reward. Yeah. For many, many reasons. I don't have to tell you all that. Yeah? So, even ailments that people contract. Certain people, I've said that already in previous videos, certain people are, incapable of, developing certain sicknesses or certain ailments. And no, y'all cannot inception shit my ass. Especially, I'm not gonna even say especially you black people, because you got them, white people who got that very selfish, frequency, you got Leo highly aspected, they, are imbalanced, and so, they are, very selfish and self-centered, and it's always about them, like most of you black people. And rather than supporting someone, you try to steal from them. And hence we are in Revelations. Okay? Need I not, have to remind you, okay, of all what's going on? Okay? That's because of a what? Lack of respect for that Cancer frequency, prophecies, you know, being detached from your emotions, and empathy, and caring about other people, and being so selfish. That's why that has brought us to the point that we are now. A lot of sickness, and I did say that, I did prophesy. Yeah, because I've got foresight. There are going to be many more viruses and ailments. And you see how COVID-19 is basically splitting up itself. Yeah, it's going to be the virus of the millennium. Go watch 12 Monkeys starring, Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt. How is this? So, like I said, certain people cannot develop certain ailments, certain sicknesses. It's impossible. Okay? Why you think you have some people who are smokers, from them yada them knee, with Jamaican people then say from long time, from them a young youth until them 90 something, and they get to live to see 90 something years. Some of them probably live over 100 years. So yeah, they get to see 90 something years because some of them probably been smoking since 12, 13 years old. Look at that. And they never contracted cancer. When they died, it was never of cancer. That's because they do not have aspects that make them prone to dying from cancer. So it is beautiful, knowing one's natal chart, discovering oneself, and knowing that, hey, damn, I can't get cancer. I can smoke if I want. So listen, all them people trying to make you, feel bad about smoking. Tell them go suck my proverbial dick. You feel me? I said that I wanted this to be professional. Did I not? Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. But I'm just saying that's just people projecting their fears upon you because, innately, subconsciously, they know they're not supposed to smoke. They know that if they smoke, they are going to develop cancer within a month or within less than a year or maybe the max a year and, die from that biatch. Within a year, they got stage 4 cancer. Is that the latest stage of cancer, in which you're about to die? I think. I'm not sure. I'm not a what do you call is that oncology? Oncology, the study of cancer. Am I correct? Well, I'm not that type of scientist. Maybe I need to, read up on that. The study of cancer, because I can heal cancer. I believe I can heal cancer. There are aspects in one's natal chart. And then, we're going to get to that age in humanity where in which people get placed in fields or, professions according to their birth charts, their natal charts, and not according to whether or not they can scam their way through university or copy their way through university or, buy their way through university. I'm not talking tuition fee now. How is this? And I believe, we're going to get that point, get to that point in society where in which tuitions, that don't matter anymore because all we are going to care about is, people gaining the knowledge, because we got, the wisdom embedded in our natal charts that gives us the understanding of such knowledge. Okay, and so basically, we want scientists, we want healers, we want doctors, we want physicians, we want architects, we want so on and so forth. We want all them people, and it's not about the tuition. It's about them people becoming qualified in terms of gaining the necessary knowledge, rather than maybe spending years of studying like myself, and getting to work and serving the whole tribe of humanity. So I feel like tuitions then, are gonna be like pretty much obsolete. Now, some of you cannot imagine a world like that, but trust me, it can work. It can, and it will. Remember, I'm seeing into the future. Okay, foresight, Aquarius trine. Yeah. When you study patterns and cycles, you can pretty much tell, what's gonna happen next. Pretty much. You got a lot of people say they're scientists, but they're not really doing anything with them certifications. They're pretty much just sitting on them and wasting time. You know, and you got a lot of us who are innately scientists. We are scientists by birth, natal chart, frequencies and energies, waves, currents and flow. And you got people discrediting us because we don't got a bachelor's degree in so on and so forth, or master's or PhD. Like, I'm like really, seriously, are you listening? Are you even listening to what I'm saying? Okay, are you listening to actually think to yourself whether or not what I'm saying makes sense? Because it does make sense, regardless of the fact that I do not have a bachelor's in any scientific study, in any study for that matter. How about that? I'm gonna pause it right there and come back. Yeah, major scientific discovery in the field of psychology in regards to astrology, or vice versa. Namaste. Mwah.